All right, Miss Ginger. Let's get a multitasking tool. You know, it's so interesting to me because I think of multitaskers in makeup now. We see it, you know, skincare and color together. The same way as the garden tools. And when you buy good, you really don't ever have to replace them. Who wants to bend over to remove weeds and you know they're coming? Or if you want to go ahead and plant your bulbs and your potatoes and your carrots and whatever you're going to plant, again, you're standing upright. This is a sale price that will go away at the end of the day. Sale price goes away at the end of the day. We are saving $13, 3 easy pays at less than $20 on this. So planting, cultivating, weeding, a $60 gift. Oh, that was good to dig a hole too.
Right?
And you're upright the whole entire time. You know, I'm not sure that we should even call this a hoe, because
it's a multitasking tool.
The old-fashioned hoe didn't have the same shape. I mean, it was fine, obviously.
That's the one that we probably associate with being called a garden hoe. It does one thing. It digs the dirt and it moves it around, and it can maybe do some cultivating, but it can't dig a hole with precision like this one can. And this one hasn't been changed in Lord knows how long, right? This is brought to us by Spearhead. It's the same company that brought us the Spearhead shovel that we sold so many.
Yeah.
And what Julian did, excuse me, I got a little frog in my throat. Yep.
You need some water?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
You're so sweet. Well, I was gonna.
You're just so sweet.
I don't want you to choke on me.
I'm all right, Pat. I'm a strong girl.
I know how to do the Heimlich on a baby, but I'm not sure that it'll translate well, so go ahead.
This is lightweight. It's about 2 pounds, and what's great about it is it's made out of stainless steel and a fiberglass.
It's really light.
And then where you're going to be using this, without gloves, might I add, you don't have to use gloves. You have the 2 nice little grips that are right here. And now I don't have to bend down. You also have, where the stress point is, you have 2 rivets that are right there. But let's talk about everything that this does. So you have the rake, which is kind of obvious that you can see right there. You have that solid area right here. I'm gonna watch it because these edges, I'm gonna turn that around so you can see what I'm talking about. These have been sharpened because we want you to get that precision.
So you want to cut through roots.
So you can cut through those roots. So each one of those sides have been sharpened. And then you have that window right here. If you want to mix in soil amendments, this makes it effortless to be able to do there. So if you did get any sort of fertilizer or whatever, you want to mix it in there, you can certainly do that. And then here's the precision with it. There's that where we carry the spearhead part of it. That is where you're going to be able to get into the cracks of your pavers to get out any sort of weeds. Because let's face it, weeds, they don't have any rules. They go everywhere. They don't just grow anywhere.
And if you don't pull them out right, they laugh at you and come back. Feels like the next day. So you got to really get in there.
Exactly. So now I can go around my plants. I can dig a hole to be able to plant all of my bulbs. I can cover it up.
The way you just threw that in there.
I can pack. I know, right? I can pack it down now too. And if I need to rake around, I can rake around too. So here's another thing. If you don't want to buy mulch, or you just mulched last year, there's no reason for you to mulch again. Refresh that mulch. It gets moldy, it gets yucky. Refresh it by going over that mulch or using that rake and kind of refreshing it, giving it another look.
Well, and a lot of times your regular rake is
really
too big.
It
rips up the plants if you're trying to do it, not with this. I mean, that's the nice thing. Even if you had a raised bed like this bed that's here, you could go ahead and use it that way just as easily.
Well, you could. You absolutely could. And I mean, in the video really shows you everything, because if you want to do, it's what I say, like 6 tools or more in one. Removing those weeds from individual and larger areas with precision, removing the weeds between bricks and tiles, that is satisfying because I don't have to bend down and use those muscles I haven't used in a long time. And it cleans it up. It gets it into a nice pile. That's so
really good.
That is amazing. That is where I want to use it, because not only do the weeds, but the dirt. How about gaining back your borders, removing the weeds and debris from your borders. If you like to plant the bulbs and the potatoes, making those furrows is just with ease, absolute ease. Making raised garden beds with ease, again, because you don't have to bend down. You have that long extended arm so that you don't have to do any of that.
Plus,
and then
it's not heavy.
It's not
a heavy tool
That's
at
it.
all.
I won't use it if it's too heavy. Mixing in fertilizers, because you have that flow through window. Digging holes for plants. In Pennsylvania, we have a lot of rocky soil and clay. This will cut right through that, and making a drain puddle so that you don't lose all of your mulch, because that's important too. Spreading the mulch around plants, and then you can pack it in from the backside too, and just use it like this to kind of pack in your soil.
You know that spearhead shovel that we love? Same people, same light, but virtually indestructible. The cool end here, and these are so sharp, you're gonna be able to go ahead and whack on those old weeds. This will be great even as you go through your pots. And you know how they have, they have those, at least my
to break
pots.
up the soil.
Yeah, you need to break it up, and you need to replace it if we're doing like tomato plants and things like that. We'll talk.
Important.
Yeah.
Yes.
So M72021.
Thank you, Pat.
Oh, you're welcome. Here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so my Pat's Garden Guide. I always like to bring you a tip, and as I said, this one is not life-changing, but it is something, I don't know,